Good afternoon, class. So today, we'll work on a listening task on page 116 to page 117. So please turn in your textbook for page 116 at this time. 116. All right. So just read the situation with me, on the very top, just below integrated tasks and the blue a form situation. You are Alex Lam, a secondary 3 student. Your teacher has asked you to help out with Careers Week at school. So Careers Week mean 你嘅就業嘅星期啦，你有啲咩想將來想做嘅 ？Okay, so this other situation when you read a listening one and then you see that okay the copy you have a listening paper 你嘅考試卷啦，第一頁你有個名，跟住然後目錄。分數 next one is a situation, right? This one it is the part that situation that stick with your listening paper, and then normally at any different listening test you have a few minutes to read the situation and read the text read over the entire test, and then that is the time you're supposed to read this, although this is a mini task because we have only a sentence 2 lines, but anyway, in other cases, we should pay attention to it. Okay. So before we are working on this today's listening task, I want to ask you a quick question, a pre-listening question. It's a simple question. So what do you want to do in the future? 你有啲咩嘅工作你係想做嘅咧？ Okay, how about just give you a maybe 30 seconds to quickly think of a job that you want to do. Just name a job. So, name of a job. Anything. I just wonder has anyone joined me and then give some ideas, just leave it at the comment, some jobs that you want to do. Anyone? So maybe for the easiest one, here we have a teacher here, right? So anyone want to be a teacher? Wow. Or or anyone want to become to work something else? Maybe last time we talked about poem, right? Remember maybe accountant. So or a bank teller, anyone? So. Well, I remember back in the day, this is a really interesting job and you just earn the money. So, but anyway, so for the time being, for the example, I will tell you 2 jobs that I really wanted to do when I was your age. But I hope none of you be offended. So anyway, this is one of the jobs I want to do, and this is another job that I want to do. So sorry, none of them is teachers. But anyway, this one is yeah. So you see that someone with a top hat like this, and then a tie, and then you have what do you think he is? Maybe you don't know the word of this one, but do you know do you think that you know where you see this guy? Maybe you go hiking, you see one of these guys, this guy is a park ranger, or in a Chinese translation, 武林官. So it's not the Power Ranger that I know, or the Texas Ranger, the law enforcer, or or the Army Ranger. But anyway, it's a park ranger. 呢一個職責你平時可能會見到，你望到呢個人。你知佢做邊度，你覺得佢行山見到佢嘅，但係咧你就從來唔知佢哋叫咩名啦。其實佢哋叫 Park Ranger 啦，武林官。平時我哋成日會見到好多人都叫 Ranger 啦，我哋有 Power Ranger， 平時恐龍戰隊又叫 Ranger 啦，跟住有陸軍嘅 Ranger 啦，係由騎兵部隊啦，甚至見到係 Texas Ranger 啦，就係啲德州嘅好出名嘅警察部隊嚟嘅。Okay, and this one is easy. Well, he's not a cook, just for saying. So he is a sailor. Okay, these are the 2 jobs that I wanted to do when I was a kid. Like I guess like I really want to travel and this one just cover like most of the land and this one cover the sea 可能係我以前細個好中意去旅行啦，周圍去啦，所以咧好似咧佢兩個職責咧都係周圍去嘅。呢、個就係喺個山上面啦，喺陸地上面啦，呢、個就喺個海上面啦，咁就真係包括晒所有嘢喎。Okay, so I don't know about you, but like anyone that like want to be a park ranger or a sailor, well, it's a good career, I think. Anyway, so. Just like let's just take like a one quick like thinking about it. Like, what does a park ranger do? So, do you know like what they do? It's something like talk about like their responsibility. So, if there what are some of the like responsibility, 佢哋嘅職責，佢哋嘅 duties 係乜嘢咧 So, say that like if I don't know, I just look it up on the internet. So this one I just like got it from the internet. So. Okay, what are the duties of a park ranger? Park rangers work outdoors, patrolling park, enforcing fire regulation, 執行緊防火嘅規矩啦 giving tours like this one, like 去帶團啦，或者係提供俾啲遊客嘅資訊啦 providing visitor information. They might be involved in search and rescue operation and conservation efforts. 佢哋咧亦都可能會係加入咗一啲嘅搜尋啦，同埋拯救嘅工作啦，同埋一啲係環境保護啦嘅工作上面嘅。You see a park ranger here, and there's something that like the duties and then like requirements, and something that like I looked them on the internet. So now I hope you like you got like an idea what like a park ranger do, and then like we'll go back to your before we go back to your textbook. So. Now we got the ideas. A park ranger do something like patrolling park and then like giving tour. Maybe you don't know the other words like the other, and you just know like patrolling parks and giving tours. So and then I hold you to form a sentence like this: as a park ranger, I have to patrol country parks and give tours. And you see that like a ranger here. And this is a jeep here, and you see like a car like driving around the country park, making sure that everybody's safe, and then like make sure the park is safe and everything. So, and I want you to put like a write an essay and something like a job, and then you have to, and then you put it into a put it like in a sentence like this: essay and then title of a job, whatever that is. Say it as a teacher, and then I have to. This is a responsibility, like a 責任。The duty, put it here. So I want you like I give you like a so like you have think of like some job that you wanted to do. So I want you to write one of these sentences. So after you finish writing this sentence, please like go back to your textbook like page 116, and we'll work on it. Okay, like job, responsibility, and just a moment. So I hope that like you have written your sentence. Say that like as a doctor, I have to save life. 如果作為一個嘅嘅醫生啦，我就需要去救人嘅。As a bus driver, I have to drive safely or something like that. Some of the like responsibility. So. Okay, you may ask like, okay, what does it like mean for our today's listening class? I thought today we are doing listening class instead of like a writing class. Why do we want to know all of these? So, okay, look. You see like here, listening and inferring like information from clues. What does it do? Okay, just read it with me and then like you figure out why this is important. Right here. Similar to using our general knowledge and logic to infer information in a text， 同我哋啦去用邏輯啦同埋基本上嘅知識去infer， 即係意思係諗到嘅 間接地諗到啲資訊喺個揾到資訊喺個字咯文字上面啦。我哋咧亦都可以咧從聽裏面咧去揾到一啲間接地揾到一啲資訊嘅，咁就可以留意下以下呢個句子例子啦。As a firefighter, I have to respond to all kinds of accidents and rescue missions quickly. 作為一個消防員啦，我就需要咧去對應所有唔同情況嘅意外啦，同埋去執行呢啲嘅救援嘅快速地執行呢啲救援工作嘅。Okay, so these are some of the things that you have to guess the qualities. Because right here, you heard one of the sentence like this, and you figure two things. So the person is the person saying this, the I is a firefighter, 佢個消防員。Of course, remember, there's fireman and firewoman, but anything, but a firefighter is a gender neutral word that most people use these days. Oh, okay. And then with this sentence, say that if you have listened this sentence, 你有啲仲要啲咩資訊你可以知道咧？咁你可以知啦。Okay, we will read it together. If we have to guess the qualities of a firefighter needs to perform from this sentence above. 如果我哋需要去估 have to 係需要啦，必須啦，去猜測 qualities 係質素啦。The qualities a firefighter needs from the sentence above 由上面呢個句子估到咧消防員嘅質素要求啦。咁咧我哋就能夠估到佢咧就需要去 work under pressure to respond quickly。佢哋就需要去喺高壓力情況之下去工作啦，去反應到去處理一啲預想唔到嘅情況嚟嘅。Okay, something that I want you to highlight and something that it does not. Okay, just want you to a question do you see something that that have not mentioned in the okay this next sentence here? If we have to guess this sentence, so have you seen something that that is not mentioned in the listening one? So as a firefighter, I have to respond to all kind of accidents, right? Do you see something that interesting? Something that has not yet. I don't know what's wrong with it. And then okay, you see the word work. You see the word work under pressure. That's something that has not mentioned in the text. 佢冇提及過 work under pressure。佢哋講過 respond， 跟住呢度有啦 unexpected situation 啦。其實可能話係講緊估唔到情況，可能係同 accident 有啲相似啦。但係 work under pressure 呢一個係唔存在冇提及過嘅。咁咧，所以佢就呢個係一個。由聆聽出嚟啦，聽出嚟裏面可以估到 indirect 嘅情況嘅。So it's similar to what I talk about the park ranger. Also talk about the park ranger, that's something you want to do. You know their job duties, and then when you're listening to it, you may not really listen to the exact same thing. 舉翻頭先個例子 park ranger 嘅例子，雖然話我係上網查咗係俾你知佢咩做。但係你諗到 park ranger 嘅時候，佢提及嗰嘅時候，咁你就會聯想得到佢裏面係提及過啲乜嘢啦。Alright, so now okay, we talk about how we use a logic, just guess, figure it out. 我哋知道呢啲資訊啦，同聽嘢裏面去估到啦，去估嘅時候，我哋就知道點樣去應用啦。So in any of these, in any of these listening tasks, you normally given a minute, after you read, you maybe have 5 minutes to read the situation, and then the entire a test paper, and then you given 1 or 2 minutes to read the exercise before you actually listening to it. Say that you play they play a jingle and then you work on it. Okay. So I want you to so during that time, I don't want you to spend 1 minute or 2 minutes sleeping or idling. I don't know. what's wrong with the screen? But like you read it like a the situation on very top of this part. Like you can't read it here. Sorry, just like usable. So your teacher has asked you to make a sample job advertisement for Careers Week. Listen to a radio interview with a game app designer. Write a short notes about the job duties and take the skills and qualities required. How about I really want you to see. How about I just like fix it? Okay, that works. Okay, that works. Okay, so now like this one, like you look at it, like so some of the things that like I want you to highlight. So what is this one about? And then like before we listen to a task, we should read the instruction, and then we figure out about the, and then like we figure out like all the like situation and read the actual exercise. And now we know like what is this one? This one is a sample job advertisement, and like this is something that like interesting to you. And then what else like do you like? Okay, this is a radio like interview， 一個嘅電台嘅訪問節目啦。呢個亦都佢下面一個 task 都講咗咩啦？佢係一個招聘廣告嘅例子嚟嘅。So now we know like what, cause like these are like some really interesting about like these instructions. They just like give you a lot of hints right here and tell you that like these are the job. Oh now okay, now I know what I'm looking for. 你哋唔知有冇睇過呢啲嘅招聘廣告啦？啲招聘廣告通常咧都會講下，哦係咩公司啊？你份工咧有啲咩做啊？ So it's like okay, what kind of like company right here is a happy tech? And then the job duties, and the job duties is something that you have to listen like for yourself. Okay, so and now we know that we have to write a short notes about job duties and tick the skills and qualities required. 有啲乜嘢嘅技能啦？ 嘅質素裏面係要求嘅，咁你又要 tick 喺下面呢度 tick 啦。So now how about like you just like I'll give you like a 30 seconds. So now because I give you like enough time, I give you like 30 seconds like to I give 30 seconds like to read like the typing, and then like I'll play the video and the radio interview, and then like you fill in the blanks, and then we'll check the answer right after. Okay, I'll play the recording now.
Today we have Danny Yip, a game app designer, on the show. Welcome to the show, Danny.
Hi, Kelly. Thanks for inviting me.
I'm sure a lot of young people are tuning in today. So tell me, do you just play mobile games all day?
No. Actually, game testers do that. My job as a game app designer is more on the creative side of things. I have to come up with interesting ideas that we can turn into mobile games.
How do you come up with original ideas then?
Well, we have to do market research to help us get ideas.
And what does market research involve?
Basically, we study other game apps, especially those that are similar to the type of game that we want to develop.
Let's say you have a superb idea. What happens next?
If you want your game to stand out, your characters need to be attractive. So we start designing the characters in the game.
After you've designed the characters, how do you make your game successful?
From my experience, people will only download a game if it's fun. So, the most important thing is to think about how we can make it fun for our users.
Interesting. What do you enjoy most about your job?
We run into all sorts of unexpected problems when designing a game app. But I enjoy finding ways to solve them.
What do you like least about your job then?
Well, I thought I'll work independently as a game app designer. But that's not true. You need to work with a team to design a successful game. So now, I'm still learning to work with other people.
Finally, what advice would you give to young people who want to be a game app designer?
People won't hire you unless you have the practical skills for the job. So my advice is to work hard and learn the skills that you need.
That's very good advice. Thanks for coming in today, Danny.
Okay, I hope that after you listen to the listening track and then you know what it is about. Okay, so alright, so I asked you to use your I I've asked you to use your I don't know why this one the screen will be on. Okay, now you can see. Okay, now I give you 30 seconds to read the instruction, right? And then I give you more time to figure out okay, so just make some guesses, right? Okay, how about this one is more related to some of your guesses, some of your assumption. So before you listen to the task and you think about, okay, what are so you're a game app designer, what are the job duties? And then you have to make some predictions, say that you think about maybe that's something that a job app game app designer, and then you know what you're looking for, right? Okay, so I'll just show you these 4 of them, and then before I'll show you the answer for this one. So this one, come up with interesting ideas for mobile games, and then do market research, and then okay, these are the 4 that appeared in your listening task. Of course, and then you say that if you word it slightly different and it's mean the same thing and it is still the same. But right here, this is something that a job duties, but this is something that quite exact. But right here is the key. Ouch. Okay, so these are somewhat other way when they say it it's not quite exactly say that these are design characters in the game, you see them this is one of the earliest thing that you heard and it's basically really exact, but for these part they are not. I'll show you the difference, I'll show you this one and it's quite easy.
So we start designing the characters in the game.
See, it's identical for this one. Design characters in the game. It's something that set in the text, and then you just basically write up, and then this is all sort of same.
So, the most important thing is to think about how we can make it fun for our users.
So even for this one, it's basically quite identical. You just say that, oh, make it for the user, and then basically just place it for it, because you use a pronoun, right? You just change it into the games, right? It's still quite the same. But here it is not. When they talk about like the skills and quality, like question number 5 here, it's not. It's like something that like related like how you like express, because most of the word here you see like 6 like qualities written here. Let's just like read it full together before we go through like this part. Creative 創意啦 ，computer programming 電腦寫程式啦 ，organize 一個整理嘅人啦 ，problem solving 解決問題啦 ，self management 呢個自我自律啦，同埋 team player。team player 呢個字係解係一個團隊嘅人啦。So now you remember like okay, just remember these 6 like qualities here. Of course, some of them like does not appear. I don't know how many boxes did you check in these boxes, but like do you know that like do you figure that out like okay, maybe some of the word like they say it differently, they don't use the same thing, and then like now I'll show you, I'll just play this part again and you tell me why like it's something that like it will require you to do. That's something you have to like pay attention in the instruction part and in order to figure out like what the answer is.
My job as a game app designer is more on the creative side of things. We run into all sorts of unexpected problems when designing a game app, but I enjoy finding ways to solve them. You need to work with a team to design a successful game. People won't hire you unless you have the practical skills for the job.
Okay, if you use the identical way to think about this part, say that like okay, if I hear the word, I write it down, and then you probably end up like creative is the only box that you check. But no, like the answer we have covered 4 of them. Okay, actually, and then like all these boxes are checked. Why? Because like they use a different word to say it, and then like that's something that is not in the text directly. Did the text say computer programming? Okay, we need like these are the skills we need: computer programming, problem solving, team play. No, it doesn't appear like this. 喺呢份嘢度，佢唔係咁樣一直接同你講，我哋嘅 skills 同 quality 要啲咩啊 ？computer programming、problem solving、team play 唔係冇，唔存在。呢3個，如果你淨係咁樣去聽嘅話，你唯獨是呢6格，你淨係剔到 creative 呢一格，你剔唔到呢3格。你點解剔到呢3格咧？因為你頭先一早就估咗。So like we hear like something that like here. Okay, maybe these 2 is easier. You heard him like work as a team. You remember that part is that like works as a team. And what about this one? Is talk about like problems. Like the only one that like is related to it is problem. And this one, and then like you kind of like as a hint, you know that like okay, work as a team is just another way to say as a team player. And then like in here, you talk about like something like tackling problem as and then like you know this one is gotta be this one, problem solving. It makes sense. And lastly, about the computer programming, you don't okay. At least this one you heard the word like team, and here you heard the word problem. And of course this one like they just give it out to you like creative, you figured it out. But right here, computer programming, it used a different way to say it. It said like, okay, why do you know it's like a computer programming? Because in this text it says something, it gives you a very interesting word. It used the word like practical skill. It's like practical 係實際啦。Skilled 能力，佢點 ？Okay, instead of like say that like oh it needs like computer programming, no, like but in this part it's that like practical skills, and like that's something that like you have to read the instruction and like read also like the situation and then like just deduce 去明白到呢個暗示嘅解釋嘅點解係 computer programming 啊？ 因為佢提及裏面係 practical skill 一個實際嘅技能啦。如果你喺度望邊個係實際嘅技能咧，其實呢兩個唔係一個實際技能 ，organize self-manage 唔係實際嘢嚟嘅喎。Computer programming 係例如話係carpentership 即係木工學咁樣咧，咁呢啲就係一個實際嘅技能。所以 computer programming 呢個都喺度係一個答案嚟嘅。And in order for you to figure out like all these like correct answers, that's why like that's why like you need to pay attention like to the instruction. And these are some of the things that like it's not gonna directly mention. 記得，因為咧其實如果你淨係諗住佢聽到咩字，佢出咩字，你又寫咩字，好似呢個咁樣，你可能淨係得 creative。但係你可以睇到佢裏面啲暗示啦，提及個 team problem 就估到係呢兩個，最後 practical skill 呢個可能難啲啦，但係佢就喺呢一度揾到嘅。Okay. And then like now we finished like task 1 and we know how to apply these skills and qualities in your listening. And now we turn to next page. 117, next page. Okay. So now I want you to work on the same thing, and then like I want you to work on the same thing. 喺度咧就做同一樣嘢。Okay, first I'll show you show you the lesson, give you some time to just read through the instruction, and more importantly to read the entire task. What is this task about? And then we listen to the track. And now we figured out like what we have missed or what something that like is in like that is like in the listening track like directly. So let's just like read the instruction together as a whole class. Your teacher has asked you to write a reply email to a student who has sent an email to the Careers Week organizing committee. She has given you a recording of a talk by a career advisor on planning for the future. Listen to the talk and complete the note sheet. OK， 你睇到呢一篇係一個叫你寫一個 reply email 啦，去到 send 個 email 過嚟咧，佢係一個 recording of a talk by a career advisor on planning for the future. So now we know what this like listening track is about. Last one, it was a job interview. Oh, no, sorry. Last time it was like a radio interview, like of a game app designer, and this one is a talk. 佢一個演講啦，就係同有一個嘅 career advisor， 即係一個就業嘅顧問啦，咁就一個嘅計劃未來啦。Okay. Now we know like these are some of the interesting parts. Like we know it's a talk and what it's about, and now we'll spend some time to read the actual question. And now we know what are we like expecting. Okay, a job. Okay, now say that like maybe some right here. Maybe you can't really like you can make some like assumption here. Like this one is easier. How about this one? Just like refer to your book, please. So I don't know why the screen appears like this. But like right here, is it like communication skills? And now you have to think about, okay, so when you talk about example and you know what are you going to expect, some answer that like you think that you listen to in your listening track. And of course, it may not directly give you the answer. You have to like listen to it and like think about it. Like how to like how to write it like in the way that like you're looking for like in the model answers. So I'll give you 30 seconds like to read the entire instruction and like and the exercise, and then before I play, I'll give you like 40 seconds, and then like and then I'll play the track. Okay, I'll play the track now.
Planning for the future is something we often talk about, but we don't actually do very much about. Today, I'm going to give you some very practical tips to help you plan for your future. When we're talking about the future, we're talking about your career. To start, I suggest that you all buy a notebook or find one that you already have at home. This is going to be your planning for the future notebook. Go somewhere quiet, where no one is going to disturb you, and think about what you want to do as your career. On each page, write down a job that is interesting to you. Then, research about the jobs and write down any important information about them. Once you have found a job that particularly appeals to you, write down 3 questions in your notebook. First, what qualifications do I need? That's QUALIFICATIONS. The next question should be, what skills do I need? The third question should be, how can I prepare for this career? These questions will help you find the information you need for your chosen career. Next, think about developing your personal qualities and skills. Think of practical things you can do. For example, if communication skills are important in your dream job, then do something that requires a lot of communication, like organizing a charity event at your school. Or perhaps you need to work on your computer skills. Then, maybe you could offer to design a website for a school event. Now, one quality that most employers think is very important is being hard-working. So how can you prove that you are hard-working? The best thing you can do is to help out at different school events. Now that we've talked about finding your dream job and things you can do to help you get it, let's move on to another thing that is important in our society: money. How you manage money is something that you can start working on now. So, what should you do? My advice is to start a habit of saving money. Ask your parents to help you open up a savings account at the bank. After you have done that, plan to save at least 20% of your pocket money. You could also set a savings goal for each year. All these things will help you plan for your future.
Okay, we have like a listen to the entire track, and I'll give you like a 30 seconds to tidy up your answer, and then then we will talk about this, and then I will check the answer, and then I'll just explain some of the key skills that you need to do. Okay, I'll give you enough time to tidy up your answer, and now we just look at the answer. I don't know why the screen looked like this, but okay. At least you can see the first one. Important information about them, this is something that it gives out you directly, right?
Then, research about the jobs and write down any important information about them.
Okay, you may even say like any important information about them, but it's fine. But like anything is fine. But you can okay, in your notebook and you write down. And this one's like basically just like give you the answer, just like flat out. Something like answers like really easy, just like give it out to you and you know. Okay, now like you heard this one, you know the answer is gonna follow. 因為你聽呢個好簡單嘅，因為呢個你聽到前面呢句 in your notebook write down。And then 你聽呢句之後，所以你就知道一定係呢個好。Question number 2. Answer. Okay. It's like try to. It's like what? I have to fix the screen. So. Okay, maybe I will just learn a smaller one, and then like you can read. Can you read it? Actually? Okay, I hope this one doesn't go funny. Okay, at least I can read like what qualification do I need. Okay, so and then like here's like well, just listen to it, and then like I'll tell you some interesting thing about it.
First, what qualifications do I need?
Okay, you heard about like what qualification do I need? It's like a flat out answer, and I give you another hint about like the interesting about like a listening like task. In any different like a DSE listening or any like listening in Hong Kong, and you will instantly know it is the answer when the audio spell the word. It doesn't show here, but like in this like clip, like a listening clip. But you heard it like later, like remember it's like oh qualification, they spell out the word like QUALIFI. Okay, so when you hear any different listening task, you hear someone like spell out the word is normally the answer. 我俾個提示你，有陣時你唔使睇呢條題目，你直頭乜嘢都唔聽唔到嘅，你發緊夢嘅，你見到佢哋有情況之下，佢將個字成個字串咗出嚟嘅話咧，好似頭先咁樣 qualification 佢係串咗出嚟嘅時候咧，肯定呢個答案嚟嘅，唔使諗。當然啦，唔知道個答案係點樣寫啦，但係一定知道一個答案就喺嗰度啦。Another hint is like when you question about, oh, do you mean something, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I mean something like that. And like for clarification, it's normally the answer. But here, like 有陣時啦，佢哋仲會啲咩情況咧？啊，唔係乜乜啊，係乜乜啊咁樣嘅情況之下，嗰啲咧，佢反問嗰陣時咧，佢澄清翻啲嘅時咧，都係答案。但係呢個係一個更加明顯嘅答案，永遠唔會錯㗎啦。你聽到如果係個裏面個 audio track 嗰個人將個字串咗出嚟，好似頭先啱 qualification 咧，你就知道個答案就喺附近啦。咁你頭先聽到一個 try to this question, what qualification do I need? What skills do I need? And then like that's something that you've heard like in your in this part. And now just like we move on to like question number 4, 3, and 4, and then if I can. Okay, for these two, like number 3 and number 4, it's like the answer is like pretty direct, and then like basically the audio like the person to carry advice is just basically organize a charity event at your school, and then like they just like go on like in the chronological order 佢由上至下去添直頭講咗 community example 乜， and then like being hardworking, have a different school event. Although they didn't say like for example you can like help all the different school events, no. But like you know that like by listening to it,
the best thing you can do is to help out at different school events.
And then like this is although the best thing is like you have all the different school events, you know that this one is a example to support the personal qualities about being hardworking. Okay, and then like for the okay, now we figure out like these 1 to 4, and these are the most simple one. And then for the money management part, we need to like apply some of the skills that like we have I've introduced in the previous task. How about like let's just like listen to like these 3 tracks before we go on, okay?
Ask your parents to help you open up a savings account at the bank.
So, you heard the word like ask your parents to help you to open a saving account at the bank. Like this is the directly like the translation, right? The transcript written, right? But this one is not like you have to like modify it. It's not about like ask your parent about something. It's more about important like the second part, like open a saving account at the bank. This is some skills that you need to use, like when you read it and you guess like make some assumption, and then like how do you slightly change it for you to express it and make sure that like your expression is to identical like is correct is correct. So anyway, like here, because like the most important part is like open a saving account instead of ask your parent to help you to do something. Because it would like if we just write the entire transcript, ask your parent to do something, that is like not exactly like what the task is supposed to ask you to do. Because how to start saving money. Because these that open up saving account is the most important part. You have to like delete some part that like in some of like the mixation logical guesses, you also need to delete some like unwanted like item, or even like the last time, and then like just change the pronoun into like the original subject. Okay, how about this too?
After you have done that, plan to save at least 20% of your pocket money.
And this is one that like as I give it out to you, plan to save at least like 20% of your pocket money. And
you could also set a savings goal for each year.
And then like right here, the last one, you just like set a savings goal for each year. Like just give you like a direct information, like basically how to give you like understand like the entire task. So, any questions so far? Like any question that you don't understand? So, well, if not, like that's it for today for the integrated task. And make sure that next time when you read like when you start working on a listening task, don't use like the preparation time idling or listening to the jingle, or even like just like daydreaming. Make sure you use this time to plan, like to think about like what is the task is going to ask you, and you also like make some like logical guesses. All right, so that's it for today. So I'll see you like next week, and bye bye.